From the East and the West, you've heard others, but now you've tuned into the best. This is a PrimeWave media production, the NFL Bet Exchange, hosted by my man, Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper, and the Don of Cape Cod, Jeff Dawson.
Welcome to the NFL Bet Exchange with your host, the one and only Pop DiBiase, the primetime capper.
And Jeff Dawson, CEO, founder of East Coast Sports Investors, the Don of Cape Cod.
All right, and here we are. It is time, Jeff. It is week 12 in the NFL, and it's always a great week this week. It is gobble gobble turkey week here, and Thanksgiving. They spoil us now. Thanksgiving, Jeff. They now have given us the triple header. They've actually taken away from college football, though. College football used to, when Texas A&M and Texas used to be playing and stuff, they used to play on Turkey Day as well, too. And we all know that the Ole Miss Mississippi State game is a traditional Turkey Day game as well, too. The Egg Bowl. So, pretty much big things. But it's funny, though. I always I have to understand what the Egg Bowl is really about. Like, is it about really an egg? Like, is this what the beef of Oxford and Starkville is over an egg? Like, who stole the chicken? That's my question. All right, so last week, we're doing the show pretty early this week, so we are doing it here. Monday Night Football is tonight, but other than that, from what I could count on the tally, I got 5 wins in total already, and that's pretty low for what I usually do. 5-8 for right now. So we're gonna finish with a down record this week. Hopefully, we can go ahead and get the win later on tonight with the Rams. Jeff seemed to do a little bit better than me. Jeff hit his 6 out of 7, trying to go even this week if the Bucks go ahead and win tonight. So pretty much we'll have those numbers. Those numbers will appear when we get to the final edit of the show. But all in all, let's go ahead and see how Jeff is doing today. Jeff, was Sunday good to you, though, in general, though, with clients and everything like that?
We had a great week. Overall 6-2 with our VIP clients. We netted 3 units. Sunday, what we like to do when we're profiting is just put together an action parlay. We were 5-1 on our monies for about a half unit. Our dog of the day comes howling in. We had the Broncos plus 170 money line in that. But we needed the Ravens, and the Ravens got us good late. So that canceled the parlay. But overall, again, what we try to do here at East Coast Sports is really grind Monday through Saturday. Saturday's usually our big day. And then Sunday, as you know, those casinos, those resorts are built on NFL Sundays. So, again, Ravens really let us down. But overall, it was a great week for us, plus 3 units. And we're looking forward to this week.
And that was the good news only dog bet of the week as well, too. So that was money right there. And I said I almost did a backflip when I saw 90% of the money went to Miami. I said, oh boy. They don't know this is where streets come to end, that Mile High. I'm telling you, that's where your street will end at, is in the Mile High. And they see, and that goes to show you, there's the elite teams and there's the teams that are on a really good run. And right now, Miami was on a really good run. Let's just be honest about that part right there. But let's go ahead, jump into it. Gobble, gobble, Turkey Day games, OMG. And we have some pretty good ones on tap, even though I think that maybe, just maybe, we could there's no way we could shift out the Detroit-Houston game, huh? No way we could shift that one out to make that the Bucks-Chiefs game. Okay, so we're going with the traditional Detroit game in the morning, and that means pretty much that's the first half of the day where you got all the early eaters. That's their game right there. They love that game right there, so they can be all nice and tired and fall asleep during that Cowboys game. But Detroit game looks like it's going to be a good one, and pretty much where I'm going here is both of these teams are 3-7 against the spread, Jeff. Now you have a Detroit team 4-6. You have the Texans coming in there 3-7. Texas coming off a good win against the Patriots. And shout out to Romeo Crennel for going ahead and getting that one done. Pretty much a nice little revenge. Probably the last time he's going to be a head coach in the NFL for this stretch. So it was good to get a good win over Belichick. So pretty much I can't trust Detroit. because Detroit got shut out last week, and yeah, I'm getting tired of burning up my money, Jeff. I think they've only made me money once this year, so I'm gonna go ahead and my back's against the wall, like literally, like I feel like a gun's to my head, like Texans. That's who I'm gonna take, the Texans. So give me the minus 2.5 on the Texans, man. I'm gonna drop a point down. Let's see if we can go ahead and win some money on Thursday. But I think that they can win the game by 3 or better. How you feeling, Jeff?
Line opened at 52 under over, and the Texans were -2, currently -3. Juice to the Lions, minus 120. 66% of the bet, 75% of the money, all flying in on the Texans. Again, public always remembers what they saw last. They saw a Lions team get shut out in Carolina, and they saw the Texans, who ECSI gave out on their VIP email listings on Sunday, as an outright winner against the Pats. We're going to go tradition here. We're going to take the Lions plus the 3 and a hook here. Hope they keep it close, win the turnover battle. They're going to have to pound the rock here. Texans dead last in the NFL against the run. So I don't know if Swift will be back. I don't know, maybe if they can bring back Barry Sanders for the weekend or something. But if they pound the rock, if Stafford wins the turnover battle, I think they can keep it close. We won't stick our neck on the line and take the money line here, but we'll take the Lions plus the 3.5, chop around maybe 3, and hope they keep it close, Pops.
Well, my thing is, I'll tell you like this: buyer beware on both sides.
Sure.
It's more of a scoreboard watch game, in my opinion. But I'm gonna take a side. I'm gonna take the Texans. Jeff is taking the Lions. All right, we move forward, and pretty much we got the Washington football team against the Cowboys in the greatest rivalry in the NFC least. Okay, so pretty much everybody's the Cowboys rival, pretty much in the division, and so the Cowboys, OMG, this is the team that won't die for some odd reason. I said that Tessio and all that good stuff, Minnesota was going to take him to the beach and all that stuff. Well, it didn't work out like that. It actually kind of went it kind of went a little murky. It kind of went Carlito's way on us in a sense. You take with this one, we take him to the pool hall, and things didn't work out the way that it was supposed to. We missed that. We missed the ending of the Cowboys. But you know what? There is no end to the Cowboys yet, because they're in a division where they can win it as a 7-9 team this season. It's that simple. You got 4 teams that all have 3 wins apiece. Unbelievable. This is going to be the funniest race to the end ever. But at the end of the day, though, I don't say that the Washington football team wins this game, but they're going to make this one very close. The Cowboys aren't going to go into this game and blow them away, because the Cowboys aren't a blow you out team anymore. The Cowboys are a team, though, now that can catch us off guard, because now they're pissed. There's no respect there anymore. There's no motivation to really watch them or even take them seriously at this point. But still, this is a very important divisional game, and I honestly do think that Washington has been playing some really good football. They just haven't been playing football where they win every game, but they've been playing good football. And I like Alex Smith over Andy Dalton here, so I'm taking the plus 3.5 in this spot.
You know, your initial thought would be Dallas, week off, look great in Minnesota. No one expected them. But when everyone jumps back on them and you have a target on your back, it's a whole different ball of wax. Just ask Mr. Murray when he came into Seattle on Thursday. You know, the star was off, and now the bullseye's on your back. And I kind of feel the same way. I think it's a perfect spot for Washington football. I'm a big Alex Smith fan, comeback player of the year, hopefully. Love what Terry McLaurin's doing. They have a good run game, and the defense is okay. I think Chase Young's going to put a whooping on Dalton. I'm going to follow your lead. We almost went money line here, but we're going to follow your lead. We'll take the Washington football team plus the 3.5 by kickoff when they get to see this on Thursday. Fully expect them to keep it close, if not win the game outright as well, Pops.
Right. So, better's just, I'm not saying they win the game, but I will say that they do cover Washington football team, because I think just seriously, everybody they played in the conferences, the division this year, they played tough, even though they had the 2 hiccups against the Giants, but those were some tough games for the Giants to win as well, too. So regardless of anything. It is what it is. So we move forward, and we got one here, and we got a team that's on a struggle right now, Jeff. The Baltimore Ravens, boy, oh boy, it's like what happened. But me and Jeff, as we were talking off air, and as we said to you guys earlier in the season when we were having our little shows about futures and why I don't have the Ravens here winning, going over this amount of wins, because I said that Lamar, everything happened way too fast for Lamar. Now everything is starting to regress a little bit. Now they've figured out the weakness in his game somewhat, if there was a weakness. And the weakness in his game is simply this, is that he can't keep up, that he can't be your Patrick Mahomes. He can't be your Drew Brees. He can't be your Tom Brady. He's a guy that literally plays a game where it's almost like schoolyard in a sense, but he's so fast and he's so nimble and things of that nature that the flaws can really be hidden until those really good defenses discipline themselves to make those flaws come out. And it seems like if he doesn't have the middle of the field, he ain't doing too much. You know what I mean? I haven't seen him really be a killer sideline to sideline like that either, Jeff. But I'm dogging him, but now I'm about to raise him up. Because one thing I do know about Lamar Jackson is he loves to win football games. I know that for a fact. And the thing is, it's not just on him. The defenses kind of went south in clutch moments these last few games. They've lost games that they were supposed to win. And it happens at this point of the season. I feel like this makes your team so much better when you go through situations like this. When you look at their situation right now, I'm looking at Baltimore's schedule real quick. And Baltimore was so good to start the season off. They started the season off 5-1. The last 4 games, they're 1-3. So they've dropped their last 3 out of 4 games. The best is they beat Indianapolis. These 4 games have been against 4 teams that possibly should be in the playoffs. New England is a very long shot, but still, Indianapolis, Tennessee, Pittsburgh. Those are your losses, including New England. Now, if it was New England last year, that would be like, okay, this isn't a big deal. But now the Ravens are somewhat of an elite team, and a lot of people were putting pressure on them now. So will Lamar heed to the pressure? Will he step up to the pressure? What's going to happen? I know one thing. What I'm going to do here is I feel like this team is ready to have a breakout moment because now they right where I want them to be at, Jeff, where the world is doubting them. I like the Ravens when they're doubted, when nobody thinks they're going to do anything. I'm going to take them still plus 150 money line for the nightcap in the Thursday night game. Why? Because the Ravens have done so damn well in the Thanksgiving game as well too. I think the Ravens, I haven't seen them lose not one of those games yet because they've been in 3 or 4 of them in the last 8 years as the night game. So I like them. Ravens plus 150. Let's see how it shakes out, Jeff.
The line opened up at 3, went right to 3.5. Public remembers what they saw last. 52% of the bets, 90% of the money moving that line a half point. But then you look at the money line pups. Pittsburgh opened up minus 180, currently minus 176, 40% of the bets, 79% of the money. So there's some reverse line movement on the Ravens. Right now, you can grab them plus 153 on the money line. Again, you think about this, an undefeated Pittsburgh team now versus a Ravens, a 6-4 team. I don't care about the cover. If they lose this game, the season's almost over. Yes, 6-5, they could rattle off 3 or 4 wins and get to, that 10-win season that will get them in the playoffs, all their games on the road. I'm with you here. There are a couple primetime games this year have been at home and they've lost. We're going to flip the switch, do or die. This is our dessert too on Turkey Day, ECSI, apple pie and a la mode. And we're taking the Ravens plus the 153 on the money line. It's do or die. And I think they find a way to win this one. I think they dig deep. We haven't seen the Big Ben clunker yet. Listen, the Steelers go box to wire on this one, step on their necks. They deserve it. But I think Lamar and company got one last stand, and I could see Tucker from about 53 to win a close one.
And peep this, Jeff. They've lost 1 game on the road this season. That was the recent game against New England, and nobody saw that one coming. New England didn't even see that one coming. So it is what it is at the end of the day.
Just for the listeners that will see this, there has been a COVID outbreak in Baltimore. They had to shut the facility down. I don't know what that means. I do know this: NFL will not. And if they got to suit up the cheerleaders, this game's going to be played. But we'll keep an eye on that here on the East Coast, and as you as well, Pops, in the West Coast. But let's see what happens as the week progresses.
All right, so we move forward and we have ourselves a divisional game here in the AFC East. We got the Dolphins 6-4, and then we got the lowly Jets 0-10 right now. But let me give you guys some good news about the Jets, and I talked about it on my show earlier this morning. The good news about the Jets is that the Jets are they have covered their last 3 out of 4 games as well too. They backdoored it yesterday against the Chargers. They had a lead against the Patriots that they blew, and they had a lead against the Bills for a bit as well too that they blew. So the last 3 out of 4 games, they've been decent. They've been able to cover, and that's something that you can't take home. That's something that you can't put in your notes right now. But all in all, though, I still think that this is going to be a tough game for them. I don't see them winning the game. But once again, they've played 2 divisional games here in that stretch I was talking about. This is going to be the 3rd one. And I feel like what they do is they avenge that the last time they didn't cover, which was owing to the 24-0 loss to Miami. Once again, Miami's going to be overbet in this spot. And I don't know what they're going to do with Tua and what they're going to do with Fitzgerald, because that was a bad move by Flores, in my opinion. I know Flores, everybody loves what he's doing, but honestly, if I'm the general manager of the Dolphins, we would have had a nice little talk this morning about why don't you just let the kid get through the situation? You know, pretty much we're not here to baby him, are we? So, yeah, I think that he let him off the hook yesterday a little bit, and that's the days that you have to deal with that make you a better player. So, I don't know, man. Are we coddling the guy? Is the guy hurt? What's going on with him? So, pretty much, I don't know what Miami's situation is going to be, and that's a confusing situation. So, I like the Jets a little bit more because they know what they are. They're a bad team, 0-10, and they're desperate. It's that simple. Give me the desperate team here. It's that simple. Plus 7.5. Jets. 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 Let's go.
I have to piggyback right off of you in this regards. I didn't understand. A lot of people didn't understand why he pulled out Tua for Fitzmagic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he saw what happened to Joe Burrow. Maybe he just didn't like what was going on. He saw something. I didn't think he'd be coddling him. There has to be more behind that. But again, we were happy with the result and the plus 170 money there. But today, again, perfect spot here. You know, Miami opens up 7-point favorites, 57% of the bets, 59% of the money, all coming in on Miami. Big bounce back spot. They're not going to lose 2 in a row. They've already buried the Jets, yada, yada, yada. Okay, and you are spot on, and we're going to piggyback right off of it. Grab us the Jets plus 7 and a hook. At least they keep it within 7. They're hanging around. Great effort, come back against the Chargers. Didn't win the game, but in our business.
Man, and that's all we need to do is the cover. But then, you know, for a second there, Jeff, I was getting excited though. I was like, oh boy, they up 6-0 to start the game off. That 370 looking more better. And then the Chargers scored 21 points in a row. I was like, all right, well, dreams are over now. But you know what, though? This is why each week the Jets become more and more intriguing to bet. So, you know, no worries with that. But real quick, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be right back for the second quarter of the show. And you guys stay tight. This is the NFL Bet Exchange.
Good News Only Racing Club, led by the legendary Doug O'Neill, the trainer of 2 Kentucky Derby winners, and I'll have another, and Nyquist. Also trained 2-time Breeders' Cup champ Golden Sense, who are just a part of a long list of thoroughbred champions trained by Doug O'Neill. The Good News Only Racing Club has a young core of horses to look out for in Dennis's Celery, Irish Heatwave, and Notre Dame, just to name a few. Win the day every day with the Good News Only Racing Club, a proud sponsor of the NFL Bet Exchange. The Viget app, where social media meets sports betting. Get the latest line movements in all major sports. Track your daily bets, daily contests, the NFL over-under contest that pays out $10K in cash prizes. This is a cutting-edge app that helps betting be easy. Sign up with the reference code POPDBIC and you will be able to watch my daily show, The Primetime Angles, as a resource to building that bankroll. Viget is available in your Apple or Google Store on your iOS or Android. The social sports betting app, Viget.
Austin here, EastCoastSportsInvestors.com. Welcome you to the website. You're this close. Why not finish the deal and join our team? We're offering 2 great back to the basics and VIP packages for the rest of 2020. You can come on board to our very own app and bet work, we call it, for as low as 99 cents a day, $29.99 a month, or for the rest of 2020 for just $90. And that's a savings of $30 and 1 free month. Or join our VIP membership, which gets you direct emails and texts to your cell phone on a daily basis. Our breakdowns, our do's and don'ts, why we are releasing this game, and what to be expected for those games and the upcoming future. So come on board, click the link, or follow us at EC Sports Invest on the Twitter. We will follow you back and answer any questions there, or also send us an email at eastcoastsportsinvestors@gmail.com. Look forward to joining our team and seeing you soon at the Winner's Circle.
We are back with the NFL Bet Exchange, and we are rolling here in the AFC Divisional Games, and we got a good one here, Jeff. This is going to be between the Titans and the Colts, and they're both 7-3 coming into the game, both coming off monster, huge wins in overtime as well, too. Derrick Henry looking like a modern-day Jim Brown, the way he ran that touchdown in there and just added another highlight to his already great career in the NFL. Now, they said Saquon was a Hall of Famer. That's a long shot. But Derrick Henry being a Hall of Famer, that's quite possible, in my opinion. I think that guy is amazing. He's been amazing since the first time I seen him carry a ball at Alabama. And it just continues, in my opinion, with Derrick Henry. It's beautiful to watch. And then the timeless one himself was able to figure out a way to help his team win. But let me keep it real with you. Phillip Rivers was one thing, but the defense of the Colts was another. Team in Green Bay dropped 28 points on you in the first half. Seemed like everything that they did worked. The Green Bay wound up scoring 3 points in the second half and giving up 20, losing that game 34-31. So pretty much that there goes to show you who the star of the actual Colts are. Now it's not the offense, it's the defense. If the offense just manage and do what you have to do, and the defenses will take care of the rest when need be. And that's exactly what they did the other day, and that was beautiful to watch. But when it comes down to this is a revenge situation for the Titans, who got a little bit overwhelmed, only had 3 days to prepare for the Colts last time. Now they have a whole week to prepare for them. I think that they're going to take them out of their element very early in this game, and they're going to wind up winning the game right here, Jeff. I love the Titans in this spot. I'm taking them with the plus 3.5, but I'm also going to throw some money on that money line on them as well too.
You know, Vegas has been so spot on with this Colts team. I keep going back to week 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to go back to, the fact that they were undefeated this year against that NFC North team. They won at the Bears. They won at the Lions. They beat the Vikings and now the Packers at home. You talk about that revenge spot, and I have to agree with you initially, but then I look at the opening number in Vegas popped it at 4. If this was a 1, 2, 2.5 point spread, I would agree with you. I got to follow the opening number here. Public already jumping all in, 71% of the bets, 67% of the money coming all in on oh dear Henry and the Titans. An amazing win last week, but we're going to follow what Vegas is telling us. We're going to go with that opening number. So we'll buy the hook here. We'll take the Colts minus the 3 here, expecting them to hold serve at home, win the series. The minus 200 money line, just a little too steep for us here, but we like the Colts and hope that they win by 3 or more.
All right, and we move forward, and we have ourselves a pretty good NFC divisional game here this week as well too. And this one is going to be actually, when it comes to the NFC, our divisional game is a little bit later on because it's actually I had it right here. I don't know because I know, yeah, I got it right here. So sorry about that, guys. NFC West, 49ers Rams, the oldest rivalry in the West when it comes to the NFL. Everybody knows that these guys have been going at it for 50, 60 years already. Well, I'm just going back when we separate the St. Louis years, you know what I mean, Jeff. This is a very old rivalry between these two teams. The first of. So pretty much it's always going to be something heated. Rams, 49ers. This is really the rivalry. Everybody used to think it was Raiders and the 49ers who were, fist fighting rivals, but it's really the Rams and the 49ers. That's just the Bay Area thing with that. So pretty much the Rams and 49ers, this is a good matchup because this is a telltale for the 49ers. Are they going to be a team that's going to actually be able to compete in December? Or are they going to just be a team that had a really good start to the year and is just going to wind up being pretty middling at the end of all of it? And then you have a Rams team that is chasing the top spot in the NFC and in the division as well too, because that's what we have to look at. I think we're getting 3 teams out of the NFC West. To be honest with you, I think Arizona is going to sneak into the playoffs as well because I like and the Rams are seen as the team that are really the team nobody's been paying that much attention to. It's been all about Seahawks, Cardinals, da 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 da. And so pretty much the Rams got to win big, got to get a good win tonight if they can against the Bucks, but their main focus is to get that revenge against the 49ers, and the way that they play at SoFi, lights out. And I think once again they're gonna cut the lights out on San Francisco, and they're gonna win this game by 10 or better because they got revenge on their mind. I'm telling you. But one thing though, one fact that you guys can use though, the 49ers actually have won 3 out of 4 of the matchups since the Rams have returned to Los Angeles in LA. So just giving you guys that, but they don't have the quarterback. They don't have a Kaepernick or a Jimmy G at quarterback this time around. So we'll see how it goes. But that's
we were on that 49ers against the Rams, and just looking what happened to the NFC West this week. Seattle won, Arizona lost, Niners off. And then I take a look at tonight's game with the Bucks and the Rams, and then I look at next week. Rams have 49ers. Bucks, if I'm not mistaken, have Patrick Mahomes coming to town. So my point is how big this Monday night game is and how big, obviously, this game is. So we are leaning Bucks tonight against the Rams, but it'll be all if Donald is slowed down and who does Ramsey take out. So looking at this game, I'm with you, Pops. Revenge. They've been a cash cow for us at home. We're rolling with them. We're going to take it down to that flat 6. We're going to buy the hook or the full point here. Expect the Rams to win by 7 or more here.
And there it is. We move forward. We got conference games now, and we got the Browns. 7-3 Browns. 7-3. And one more time for the people in the back. The Browns are 7-3. So the 7-3 Browns going against the lowly 1-9 Jaguars. If I smell a trap, it's right here. Like Tom and Jerry games to me, buddy. Seriously. You got Tom walking in, chest all big and everything like that. And Jaguars playing the role of Jerry. You know what I mean? Sneaky. Yeah, I know that they got whooped by Pittsburgh, but we talked about it on the show. This is a team, they'll cover 2-3 games in a row, and then they'll run into somebody like Pittsburgh, and then they get shown who they really are. I think this week the Jaguars get back to their covering ways, and I have them covering in this game plus 7.5. No Myles Garrett. That's already been confirmed that he will not be in this game Sunday. Baker has not been playing the best offense. Defense has really been saving his life, and I think that the Browns could still win this game and get to 8-3, and still, look good doing it, but not covering the game as well too. And then I can see the Jaguars getting their second win of the season, just surprisingly. Last time the Browns went down to Jacksonville, things got a little ugly, and the Jacksonville wasn't a good team then as well. But they were able to beat the Browns that day. So pretty much we'll see how it goes. But I like the Jaguars plus 7.5, Jeff.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. The line opened at 6, went straight to 6.5. It's going to be 7.5 by kickoff. We know that. What's kind of funny is that Pittsburgh was in town this past week, and they were 10-point favorites, got pushed up to maybe 11, whatever the number closing was. And close game, nip and tuck early, then Pittsburgh flexed its muscles. I'm going to piggyback here with you as well. I'm not sold on the Browns. They have beat up on the easier teams and struggled against the elite teams here, but we're going to grab the value with you. We'll grab the Jags plus the 7 and a hook. Hope they keep it within a touchdown here. It's all about who wins the turnover game. And, the kid yesterday, Luton, it was a real tough spot for him. They could have brought back Mark Brunell, and they weren't going to win last night. So we'll take the points plus the 7 and a hook and pray.
All right. We move on, and we have the Bills and the Chargers. This game is actually going to be played in Buffalo, and the Chargers, once again, the lowly low. This team is a funny team, though, Jeff. They're good at covering games, but they're terrible at winning them. Now, if you got I'm telling you right now, if you got the Chargers in any game they were a dog in, they covered in every single one of those games except for one, Jeff. But it's unbelievable to me that they've been a favorite in 6 of their games this season. Unbelievable. But all in all, though, you got this Bills team, 7-3 right now. The Bills aren't the greatest covering team this season, Jeff. They got a lot of games where they're very close, you know what I mean? And they had to really fight at the end of that game. And if they didn't fight at the end of that game, it was just because they got blown out, and that was only one time against the Titans. But other than that, the rest of their games have been really, really big wars. And that last game that they played really left a sour taste in their mouth as well, too, in my opinion, against the Cardinals, because that should have been a win for them. But I think in this one, what they're going to do is they're going to strap on, and they're going to really, really give the Chargers the first real whooping they had all season. I think it's time, Jeff, to be that honest with you. The Bills are fresh, and the Chargers have to fly back east. But I'm saying this now, watch the Chargers jump out to a 17-0 lead to start the game. Just because they love to be super doubted. The Chargers are always at their best when they super doubted. So literally, I'm over here saying Bills, but on my forehead, I'm saying Chargers. But nah, Bills, though, I think the Bills are going to be much better here. I think they win this game by a touchdown or better. I love the -5 win the Bills. Let's see how it shakes out. Bills -5.
The numbers are crazy. Opened at 6, now 5 and a hook, 54% of the bets, 95% of the money rolling in on them Bills. The line is right now at 5 and a hook. Money line opened at 250, now 245. Only 17% of the bets, but 79% of the money on the Bills. Again, reverse lineman on both sides here. Chargers, again, public remembers what they saw last. I mean, Herbert was amazing yesterday, just moving up and down. Him and Keenan Allen are like Fouts to Joyner right now. And it's like, this kid's going to be special. They landed their quarterback. Now they just need a coach, which we know next year they'll find. I did say Jim Harbaugh last week on the show, so I'll have to say it again. But anyways, I agree with you. Week off, get the Bills rolling, get the gravy train rolling. It's almost December. They need to make a statement here. Pat's got a tough game against Arizona. Coin flip there. Who wins? Miami coming off a loss. Bills make a statement here. I got them minus the 5 as well. Look for them to win by a touchdown or more.
And also note this: the Bills are undefeated 4-0 in the division this year as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. So they are looking really good when it comes to that portion of the schedule. That's who, out of their 7 wins that they have, 4 of them being in the division. So there goes with they're doing the important things. They're doing the right things to get you to the playoffs. That's all you need to do.
Good News Only Racing Club, led by the legendary Doug O'Neill, the trainer of 2 Kentucky Derby winners and I'll Have Another and Nyquist. Also trained 2-time Breeders' Cup champ Golden Sense, who are just a part of a long list of thoroughbred champions trained by Doug O'Neill. The Good News Only Racing Club has a young core of horses to look out for in Dennis's Celery, Irish Heatwave, and Notre Dame, just to name a few. Win the day every day with the Good News Only Racing Club, a proud sponsor of the NFL Bet Exchange. The Viget app, where social media meets sports betting. Get the latest line movements in all major sports. Track your daily bets, daily contests, the NFL over-under contest that pays out $10K in cash prizes. This is a cutting-edge app that helps betting be easy. Sign up with the reference code POPDBIC and you will be able to watch my daily show, The Primetime Angles, as a resource to building that bankroll. Viget is available in your Apple or Google Store on your iOS or Android. The social sports betting app, Viget.
Austin here, EastCoastSportsInvestors.com. Welcome you to the website. You're this close. Why not finish the deal and join our team? We're offering 2 great back to the basics and VIP packages for the rest of 2020. You can come on board to our own very own app and bet work, we call it, for as low as 99 cents a day, $29.99 a month, or for the rest of 2020 for just $90. That's a savings of $30 and 1 free month. Or join our VIP membership, which gets you direct emails and texts to your cell phone on a daily basis. Our breakdowns, our do's and don'ts, why we are releasing this game, and what to be expected for those games and the upcoming future. So come on board, click the link, or follow us at EC Sports Invest on the Twitter. We will follow you back and answer any questions there, or also send us an email at eastcoastsportsinvestors@gmail.com. Look forward to joining our team and seeing you soon at the winner's circle.
All right, we move forward, and it's funny we didn't give the Chargers, man. You guys been burning up too much money. Ain't no need to talk about y'all. Y'all live in Bad Beat City. I'm telling you, y'all need a hero. Flash the Batman sign or something. Peep this out, Jeff. You got the Panthers are the only team that played 11 games already this season. Everybody else is at the 10 mark. So I'm like, damn, when do they get a break? So pretty much I was looking at it. This team is actually 6-5 this season against the spread, surprisingly. But they've been a favorite twice and losers of that game twice. And then they've been a 5-4 as a dog this year. So it's crazy with them. Like, seriously, they've done pretty good. I mean, they're 6-4 actually. I'm so sorry, or something like 6-3. Yeah, 6-3 as a dog. So pretty much it should be really a good game for the Panthers here because they're in their favorite position, being a dog. And I like the plus 4.5 because the Vikings just really blew money last week. Like, it's not even funny how they blew it. how bad they blew it, dude. Seriously, like that was terrible. Like, so pretty much that's where we're going with that. And you know what? I'm gonna tell them what. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and take our next break here on the NFL Bet Exchange. All right, we are back with the NFL Bet Exchange, and we have ourselves some really good NFC conference games going on this week as well too. Um, Man, Panthers, Vikings, Jeff. This one is a predicament right here. We got a Panthers team that's actually 6-3 against the spread right now, and they've been a dog 9 times this year, and they've been a winner in this game 4 times this season as well too. To be honest with you, they're 4-5 as the dog straight up as well. So and it's funny they're 0-2 as a actual favorite. So the dog roll is their role this year. So pretty much you're going against a Vikings team that really got upended the other day. That was supposed to be the Vikings moment to where, okay, we're gaining pace and we're going to catch the Bears now and we'll possibly get into this playoff. Nah. Not so fast, as our boy would love to say. And pretty much what's happening here is I think the Vikings are going to run into a situation where they're going to have to deal with the team that really has nothing to lose. And I think that's where they get into a lot of trouble at. And the Cowboys were a team that played like a team with nothing to lose yesterday as well, too. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the Panthers plus 4.5, and I think this should work out very well for us, Jeff. So that's where I'm going here with this one, plus 4.5 on the Panthers, and that could be a possible money line play as well, too, come Sunday.
I think you hit some good bullet points there. The Panthers as a favorite, usually is a head scratcher. But then when you get them as dogs, they're live and dangerous. You talked about last week on the show when they came into the Chargers and just went box to wire. Vikings, just when you start to put them back in the mix, great win on Monday night against the Bears, and then they lay the egg against Dallas. Never was in it at all. And you can't say they were peeking ahead because in come the Panthers. So their game is predicated on Dalvin Cook. They have potentially one of the rookies of the years with Jefferson just emerging. They don't even skip a beat with Diggs not there anymore, and Thielen is Thielen. Defense was awful. They didn't have any big plays. So it's kind of one of those quandaries. I think everyone that had Minnesota over Dallas will jump to the Panthers, and anyone that had Lions over the Panthers. I'd with you as well. It's kind of comical. We're on a lot of the same sides where we usually are that back and forth here. I like the Panthers here. I like them plus 4.5. And just an FYI, all their wins this year have come without the services of Christian McCaffrey, who again, we don't know if he'll be ready, but boom, we'll take the plus 4.5 as well.
And the crazy part about it is there's only one game that wasn't a blowout with McCaffrey playing. So it goes to show you sometimes stats don't really matter. That's for the individual. That's not
at all.
That's for the individual and for the fantasy owners, but the team doesn't grow off of that. And I think that's what I think that's one thing Matt Rule and them are going to put on the bulletin board next season as well too, because they're paying McCaffrey a pretty heavy chip right now as well. So we'll see how it goes. But all in all, though,
and that win last night too was without Teddy Bridgewater as well. So which is kind of again everyone needs to take note what's going on in the Panthers. This Rule guy, the coach, which a lot of people loved, and everyone had him kind of pegged going to the Jets or the Giants, and they just came in and stole him. And they stole Brady as the OC. So, defensively, they gutted it before the season started. So this team, with Breeze moving on to pasture, eventually Brady moving on to pasture, you're going to see this Panther team will be the team to beat soon in this division.
Well, they got to get a quarterback first. Bridgewater is fine, but, they got to get a real quarterback. You know what I mean? That's how I'm feeling. But let's move on. And we have the Raiders Raiders at the Falcons. And the Falcons, you guys want to know how many times the Falcons have been a favorite in a game? 6. They have no reason being a favorite. They've covered one time. They're 1-5 as a favorite this year. They are 3-1 as the Dizalg this year. And pretty much this team has been a money burner this year. I just can't get enough of just Atlanta and me and my epiphany with thinking that they're going to be able to win these games as a 3.5, 4.5. It's just starting to become just befuddling to me that every I keep convincing myself on this team, Jeff, like, just stop, PT, stop. You know what I mean? So pretty much I'm going to stop this week and circle the Raiders to come up in here and have a mighty good time. Hey. All right. Okay. I'm here. But Jeff, can you hear me?
Gotcha.
All right. So
I got you loud and clear.
all right. So I don't know what happened, but we back. But still, what I was saying though, Raiders, we're gonna have a mighty good time on Sunday because you know what? The Raiders should have won that game last night. And it's just that simple. You know, the Raiders should have won. And now the Raiders, the Raiders, if you aren't confident in the Raiders yet, then you better start getting confident in them because Gruden ain't messing around, Jeff. I'm telling you that right now. That game was more on that was the nerves last night. You know what I mean? And you know, they had to have the Chiefs win because you know the Chiefs, you know, you don't want to embarrass Mahomes in front of his boys Michaels and Collinsworth. You know what I mean? You don't want your superheroes to lose in front of them. So pretty much I really do like the Raiders coming into the spot. Atlanta is about done. They're finished, in my opinion. And I think that the Raiders know that this is a must-win scenario for the Raiders. Atlanta really doesn't have anything to play for anymore. They're out of it because they're not going to catch the Bucs. They're not going to catch the Saints. They're not going to catch. They're not going to catch any of these teams in the NFC. Really, they can't even catch. I don't even think they can catch the team that's in the bottom spot. That's in the final spot of the playoff position. Seriously, it's just over with. You know what I mean? It's that simple. Brand new coach. You know what I mean? And pretty much all Arthur Blank is thinking about what is he going to be replacing Julio Jones or Matt Ryan? It's that simple because there's that money. He's going to get that money back now. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm going with this one. Give me the Raiders. The Raiders. Let's go ahead and get it, baby.
You know,
Money
just
line.
got a flash that J.K. Dobbins is out. So I don't know if that's COVID related or hurt related. Another dagger in the Ravens arsenal for Thursday. Now, getting to this game, if I was Chucky, I know this would never happen, but the time was the problem. They were going to score too quick. I would have taken 2 knees at the 1, made Kansas City burn their last time out, and then made it a 4th down play. If you scored, and they would only had 30 seconds. I know they never would have done that, but you give Mahomes 2 timeouts and a minute 47, he'd score on the 86 Bears. Good effort for them. It was. Now they move in there to Atlanta. Everyone is tired of Atlanta. They're done. Money burners. And Vegas opens the line at a pick 'em, and then in comes everyone. Wow, man, that car looked great. Jacobs looked great. Man, that Waller's unstoppable. Yada, 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 yada. Okay. If I would rather have seen the Raiders open up -4 or 5 and have the money come back to 3. Okay. They opened it at 0 for a reason, like the Pats and Texans last week. Okay. I'm going to be that guy. I'll take the Falcons plus the 3 and a hook. Hope they hang around. Hope that Ryan, doesn't throw a pick. I think Ryan leads the NFL in the past 10 years or 8 years, however long it is, in red zone field goals. He can get them to 20-20 and they kick field goals. They need touchdowns. They need to slow the Raiders down. And I think it's going to sting that Mahomes loss. And I'll grab the 3.5. Maybe we both win and it lands on 3 punts. But go Dirty Birds.
And go spread. That's all I get. Go spread, go money line. But I got a -110 money line on these boys, but I think it will kick up to about -140, 150. All right, so here we are, Jeff. It's that time of the show. And you already know, you see how my face is looking, and you already know what time it is. And it's time for the good news only dog bet of the week. And I'm telling you right now, it's a good one because they were seen as a great team for the last 20 years. And it's that time, man. It's just rebuild time. And it doesn't matter to me. We got this. I got the home dog here. Give me them Patriots, man. Plus 145 against the Cardinals, a team that has won in Foxborough in the Belichick era. But that was a long time ago. This is right now. And I feel like this is a must-win situation for the Patriots. And honestly, the Cardinals can afford to lose because the Rams or Seahawks are going to lose a game, and one of them is going to lose next week. So we'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? So, the Cardinals can still be in position to win the division at this point. But I know it's going to be a game where a lot of people are going to probably be all over Arizona because this is a different type of Patriots team. But to me, they're going to do the same exact thing they did to Lamar, but even worse with Kyler, because it might be even easier with him, to be honest with you, because he's short and they can take away. They're already going to be ready to take away those edges. I'm telling you right now, Belichick got an awesome game plan for him, dude. So pretty much there it is. And you don't want to play Belichick right after you played the Seahawks, who pretty much showed every weakness that you got. So let's get it, Jeff. Give me them Patriots, boy. It's good news only dog bet of the week.
I'm following your lead. The peekaboo line was a pick 'em. Arizona open -1.5 now, 2.5. 59% of the bets, 94% of the money, all on Kyler Murray and the big bounce back. You got a salty New England team come to the Houston game. It looks like you could be looking for some golfing late December. So we're going to take the Pats. We're going to buy the hook. We're going to take them up to 3.5, wherever your buyers are shopping. We like the bounce back here in New England as
well. It's killing me.
I'm here. I'm here.
All right. So Saturday, what were you saying, Jeff?
What's that?
Okay. We'll go ahead and move on. You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, no problem. I'm sorry, but we on the Pats, and I'm very sorry about this. Hopefully everything y'all don't catch none of that. But a little technical difficulties here. We're not on Fox Sports yet, or pretty much which is Stadium or one of those networks. Because that's where they'll probably put me and Jeff at, is on Stadium somewhere where you can find us on your channel 9 too. Because Stadium's on regular TV. Like now, regular TV is different from how it used to be. Regular TV, you got the antenna. Now, the internal antenna in your TV, and then you just use your remote, and then you just go through it, and you'll find networks that are like, wow, I have this network. Yeah, they're made directly for TV, what they call now antenna TV. You know what I mean? Antenna TV might be a little bit better than regular TV though, because they got a lot of good networks as well too. They got a lot of old school shows you can watch. So all right, let's move on. And we got a battle of this is another battle of the mediocres, but one of them is in a race, and the other one is just let the future of their franchise get literally annihilated yesterday. I was so mad at the TV yesterday because I was like, stop showing it. Please stop showing it. You don't need to show it. He got hurt, okay? We understand, because that was brutal. That was Jeff. I thought the leg came off, to be honest with you. It was that bad, dude. And when he was screaming, I said, yeah, it's bad. So pretty much as an ode to Mr. Joe Burrow, I know I'm gambling. This is why we bet, Jeff. I'm in my Tom Jackson voice, and this is why we bet the games, Jeff, because you never know what's gonna happen. Give me the Bengals, man. Plus 4.5. They at home. They play better at home, Jeff. They play really good at home. and I'm gonna trust the other guys on the team. You know what I mean? Finley didn't look that bad. He just got thrown in to the fire in the heat of the game when the game is close. And so, Washington saw that as the advantage and they took advantage of it. It's that simple. Neither one of them, the Bengals know they're not going to the playoffs or anything like that. But you know what? Their quarterback got some time in. He looked okay in spots. He just looked a little scared from what happened to his partner. But now you'll have a full week to practice, learn exactly what's going to be helpful for him. They'll give him a simplified game plan. And I'm going to tell you like this, the Bengals will be all in this game. So give me the Bengals plus 4.5. Because I'm telling you like this, the Giants are like the flavor of the week, but they're still a 3-7 team, Jeff. It doesn't matter.
Again, you got to look at this game. First, hats off, Joe. I was wrong. I didn't think you would become what you did become. You got the moxie, you got the look. The future couldn't be brighter. Tough injury. Wishing you the best of luck. Godspeed there. You'll be back next year. We'll be ready for you. As for this game, Finley, if I'm not mistaken, went to NC State. Wasn't never a big fan. But when you see the Giants 4.5 point favorites, you gotta shake your head. Wow. But flip the script here, Pops. They're in the NFC race, and they'll already know the outcome of the Dallas and Washington game. So the point is, you could get a hungry Daniel Jones. Not that they're not hungry, and I hate to say this. I'm going to take the bait, the cheese. I'm going to roll with the Giants. We're going to take them minus the 4.5, whatever your buyers get. It's ugly. Hold your nose and pray. This is not a game that I would have upside, downside, because I could see the Bengals rallying here for Joe in this game. But we'll take the team that's still alive and hope that they can win by 5 or more, Pops.
Let's get it. But this is going to be a good game, though, Jeff. Very good game. Regardless, I know a lot of people are going to be, the quarterback, but this is an upset city game right here as well, too. This is a toss-up. It is, too. So pretty much with that, we're going to go ahead and take our final commercial break. And when we get back, we're going to get into fourth quarter. And finally, we have 4 games to talk about on the final group. So there it is. You guys stay tuned. This is the NFL Bet Exchange.
Drinkade, ready for distribution worldwide.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter of the NFL Bet Exchange. And man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. These are some really good plays. Me and Jeff are team everything for literally this episode. Not really though, but we are on the opposite sides for majority. But I think it's very formful the way it is right now though, Jeff. But up first we got the Saints and the Broncos, and this is another mile high. This could be another mile high special. They won't get the big spotlight put on top of them, Jeff. But I don't know, man. I think they got a little lucky last week because they've figured out, okay, we're gonna have a run game, we're gonna be basic, we're gonna be simple. That's what the Saints did. And the Broncos played well because they were able to get to the quarterback frequently and frustrate the quarterback frequently, and literally had a defensive game, and which I felt if they had one, they would win with ease. Now we're back into this game right here. We're back into this bad boy right here with these two. And I feel like the Saints going on the road against a team that's a little bit lighter than they are. What's going to happen here is that it's the same thing that always happens with the Saints when they play against a team that might not be on their level, but they're dangerous. And they're going to wind up not covering in this game. I feel like the Broncos will do me righteous again this week and cover the plus 5.5 that I do have here sitting for them, because I just think that the mile high weather is going to affect them a bit as well too. But we can go back to the first time around, Jeff, and do understand that this Denver team is 0-2, and both were blowouts against the NFC South this season as well too. So that's something to put into your hat. But I think this is the game where people are going to overbet it, and we're going to wind up being in a situation where the Saints are going to get 80% of the money, and the Broncos wind up losing the game by 3 points. That's it, and that's all, brother.
You know, it kind of reminds me of that Saints-Bears game a few weeks ago. And again, the big public push on the Saints, and they laid an egg to the Bears. We were on the Broncos this past weekend. Now you get the Saints again. Breeze ain't playing. I don't even know if he's going to make it back for the playoffs with the 11 cracked ribs. Didn't like the Taysom Hill project.
Retire.
I just didn't like it. I don't know what Sean Payton's thinking. I mean, listen, if you're trying to prove yourself right, I don't think you were. I mean, they won, and they won ugly. Jameis can throw the ball. Just tell him not to make mistakes. And the Michael Thomas, hey, listen, you got paid, you got your money, but you better get your agent and start packing your bags. There's no way in hell you're going to be back there next year. But anyways, we're going to take the Saints. We'll bite the cheese. We'll bite the hook. I don't think Luck and Company can win 2 in a row. Or Lock and Company, I should say. I'm sorry. John Elway wish he had Andrew Luck still, but we'll take the Saints minus the 5 and a hook and pray. Don't like either side here. Maybe Jameis gets in. I don't know, but we'll tread lightly with the Saints go marching in.
And you know what I would say? I think possibly that Elway could probably get Lefty coming back into the plan. I think he could, but the only problem with it is the contract that he has with the Colts. They're going to have some say in that, and they're going to be – but if the Colts want to go ahead and play the game that they played with Elway 20 years ago and get a load of picks, then it will be with it. But you know what? This guy is too far removed from the league, so I don't know. Then they'll start talking about other quarterbacks that should be in the league as well too, and then pretty much just leave it at where it's at then. But Locke is gone; he's done. Yeah, he's through. And in Denver, yeah, he could be a backup for somebody, but that starting quarterback thing is done after this season. Therefore, they're going to try to find a replacement here. It was okay though. Why it lasted though? He's a fun guy. But we move on, and we have the Chiefs at the Bucks. This is the game of this could be the game of the year. Honestly, it could. This game is going to be an awesome game. It's going to be a very good game, and I really do feel like what happens here is that the winner of the game is going to be able to move forward and really lock down their conference. I think that this could be the turning point for the Bucks in a sense if they were able to get a big win here against the Chiefs. And I think this will be just another notch in the Chiefs' belt, to be that honest with you, because the Chiefs are on a mission right now to go back to back. It's that simple. And I really do love the fact that I get to get the Chiefs at a low number this week as well, too, Jeff. And I'm taking them with the money line this week, but I'm gonna also take the 2.5 as well, too. But I can take both, not a problem. And I think the 2.5 will work, and I think the money line will work for this one as well, too. But 2.5 looks good to me, though, and that's buying down as well, too. So give me the Chiefs. I like it. I love it. Let's see how it goes.
You know, it's a tough game, Pops, because we don't know the outcome of the Monday night game. Since we're filming on Monday because of the holidays. Early show 60% of the bets, 82% of the money come flying in on Pat Mahomes. I mean, again, we remember what we saw last as another heroic last 2-minute win by them. Opened at 3, currently 2.5. We're showing reverse line movement on the Bucks. Let me tell you this: if the Bucks lose tonight, I'm all in on the Bucks next week. I think the Bucks win today. And with that being said, it kind of makes it tough on next week. We'll still take the bonus. We'll take the Bucks plus the 3.5, wherever you guys shop. Home team, Mahomes is Mahomes. Again, tough call here, but we'll take Brady getting 3 at home and pray.
Let's see how it goes. All right. So we move on to our next one. And it's going to be the Sunday night football game. It's going to be the Bears at the Packers. And boy, oh boy, this is going to be a good one because a lot of people are probably going to be like, well, the Packers are going to get their revenge and everything. And, pretty much they're going to need to get that get back. But you know what? This is going to be the toughest game of the year for the Packers. Straight up. Because the Bears know what it is. The Bears lose this one, season's a wrap. I hate to say it, Chicago, but your season's over if you lose to the Packers in this one. Because now you'll be 5-6. You've just dropped 5 games in a row. And it's going to be tough to come back from that because now you got all these division games that you got to finish up with. And then you are playing probably the toughest part of your schedule at this point of the season as well, too. So I truly do think that this is a make or break situation for the Bears. And I'm going to keep it real with you. And I'm going to say it in my Drago voice. They will be broken. All right, I'm taking the Packers with the -8. I think they win by double digits in this game. Stick a fork in them. I think they're done, dude. Chicago, no offense, Jeff. Defense just cannot keep carrying you every single week. At some point, the offense has to help the defense out, and they just haven't been getting the help that they deserve, in my opinion. So I think the Packers win this one like 20-10, 20-6, something of that nature, because they're going to play defense in this game because the defense has been very terrible the last 2 weeks, seriously. But played bad against Jacksonville and was absolutely atrocious against Indianapolis last week. So it is what it is at the end of the day. Give me the Packers -8.
Agree. Packers coming off a tough loss. They're just still in the locker room in the second half. Bears, basically, what did they do last game? They struggle. Correct. They got whooped. The whole world was on the Bears at home against Minnesota and got whooped. So both teams a little salty. Divisional game. The number's in the right spot. I think they're looking for a little bear action. We're going to follow your lead very simply. We're hoping we're going to buy a full point here. We got the Packers -7, -135 on that juice. If they win by 7, we'll take the push. But we're expecting them to win by double digits as well here, Pops.
Well, there it is. We're on the same side with that. I'm surprised, too. I thought Jeff was going like the Bears this week, but the Bears been burning up money. Sorry, man. No. Sit. Go to your corner. All right, so we got the Monday night football game, and it's going to be the Seahawks and the Eagles. And you know what? The Seahawks, I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all made me look good. I even flew out to Vegas with my new Seahawks hat on, my new Seahawks sweater. Thank you, Mitchell and Ness. That was that it's lovely. The coach vest. I felt like the coach getting off the plane and everything like that. And pretty much they went ahead and handled their business. Jeff giving me that face like, man, he loves him some Kyler last week. I know, Jeff. I know. Sorry, Jeff.
No. We were all in.
What happened?
We were all in on Seattle. We were all in
You
here on Seattle.
knew it was going to be a split, and you knew it should have been a sweep this year. Seriously, Seattle blew that game in Arizona because they got cute. You know what I mean? They were undefeated. And we are who we are. Russell then did the Russell things and da 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 da. Then they blew it. And it's cool because then we gonna run it back when we get to Seattle, and y'all ain't gonna even come close to beating the Seahawks. And it wasn't a blowout, but they didn't come close to beating the Seahawks. So there it is. Seahawks looked very good in that game, but this week though, this next week on Monday Night Football is going to be a toughie because the Eagles are in a desperate situation now. They got to win. The Eagles got to win, and once again, the Seahawks can afford to lose. And I think what happens here is if the Seahawks can afford to lose, then they could possibly blow this game. But I don't think they do. I think that what happens here is that they build up even more confidence in this game because they can't keep losing because it seems like everybody got something to say when the Seahawks lose. It was okay losing 3 out of 4 when you start your season off 6-1. What's the problem? You know what I mean? What's the problem, Jeff? You feel what I'm saying? You get your first 6 out of 7, and then we drop 3 out of 4, and oh my God, it's season. Let's all panic. There's no need to panic. What are we panicking about? It's football. This team has to learn how to make adjustments. That's why you feel bad for the Steelers because they're going to walk in the playoffs. If they're 15-1, they're going to have issues in their first game because there's adjustments that they haven't been able to make yet because they don't know their weaknesses yet. So it is what it is, but maybe I might be talking too much because I think Steelers might know what their weaknesses are because this team is playing lights out. They didn't even play this well up under Cowher. You know what I mean? So pretty much it is what it is at the end of the day. But I really do like Seattle. This is that simple and plain. I don't like the Eagles, Jeff, this season. They covered 2 games out of 10 this year. No, I'm all right. You can have them. If they win, they win. If they cover, they cover. They win, they win. Good for them. Whatever. But give me the Seahawks, baby. +5, -5.5. I think they win by a touchdown or better. How are you feeling, Jeff?
It's a tough call. I hear some Doug Peterson interviews today about ever think of benching Wentz. And the hardest part of GMs, coaches, is admitting when they're wrong. And I had this conversation yesterday with a colleague. And when they won the Super Bowl, it was Nick Foles. Yes, Wentz had an amazing season, then got hurt. Just, it's not there. And I'm not saying Jalen Hurts is the answer either. Big lights, big spotlight, Russ coming to town, and he's done very well when he's gone west to east. The number opened at 3.5. They knew the public would push it up to 5.5, where it is now. We're going to buy the hook, take the 6. We'll have the Philly cheesesteak and pray. I know what Russ can do. I think DK Metcalf has a huge day, yada, yada, yada. I'm not going to follow the public here. We'll take one last swing with Wentz plus the 6 and pray, Pops.
All right, then we're going to be over here eating halibuts and all that good stuff, whatever they do in Seattle. We're going to be over here drinking Seattle's best and eating some good chocolate chip cookies over on this side, Jeff. So it is what it is. But that's going to be that's going to be the week for you guys. It's going to be week 12 for you guys. It looks like it's going to be a great week this week. We got 3 games Thursday, and then we got a full slate Sunday, and then we got a great Monday Night Football game as well too. So it's great to be back in the fold here in the final stretch of the season as well too. This will be the end of the 3rd quarter of the NFL, and then we will enter the 4th quarter of the NFL next week. So I look forward to it, and off to the races. That's all I can say. Jeff, final thoughts.
It's been an amazing, 3 quarters already. Looking forward to, the last quarter, figure out what we might do for the playoffs or college hoops or whatever we decided. But this has been a blessed and honored to be a part of a show like this with you. And I can close with, guys, if you want to talk shop with us, go to our website at www.eastcoastsportsinvestors.com. Follow us on Twitter at EC Sports Invest. Send us an email at eastcoastsportsinvestors@gmail.com. email.com. It's all about the line of communication. And, we're here to cash tickets. We're here to educate, not entertain. And that's my job, and that's Pop's job. And I will look forward to breaking bread, hopefully with you on Thanksgiving and for the rest of the holidays.
Yep. And you guys can follow me on the Twitter at PopDiBiase and on the IG at DiBiaseWave_. Make sure you guys check out the YouTube page as well too, where we have the Primetime Angles, Big Wave Boxing, and the NFL Bet Exchange on tap for you on the PrimeWave Media Network as well too. So you guys just make sure you keep on tuning in, because the movement's going to keep moving. All right. So it is what it is at the end of the day. And this is the NFL Bet Exchange. Toodles!
Thank you for tuning in to the NFL Bet Exchange, where the sharpest bets are laid. This show was produced by the PrimeWave Media Group.